Hello friends, welcome to my blog It is English Literature. Today we are going to discuss the differences between creative writer and artificial intelligence. Now, as you all know that at modern time, at this present time, artificial intelligence is like a craze. The ChatGPT and openai and that sort of artificial intelligence is doing havoc on the mass creativity and how they are impacting the individual writers, and all such things I am going to discuss in this topic. Now, first of all, who is a creative writer? The creative writer or that sort of creative writing is a kind of a process of producing original works that include poetry, fiction and other forms of writing that are meant to entertain, inspire and inform the very audience, the very readers. Creative writers has their unique voice, unique point of view, and they employ variety of literary techniques to connect with the readers, through the medium of emotions, through the medium of artistic creativity. But if you take the artificial intelligence or AI, it is a kind of a copy of human intelligence. It is a machine, and this machine is programmed to think and learn like humans. It is trained one. Now, when they are generating text such as news articles or the product descriptions, they are doing nothing new. Rather, they are producing what they are being trained, because they are trained by the large amounts of text data that are available, and their system are formulated or designed to communicate through verbal communication or the text with the quality of human speech. But they are nothing doing unique or possessing unique. Rather, they are producing a copy of a copy, So there is fundamental differences between the creative writing as well as between the creative writing and artificial intelligence. Creative writing and AI generated text are totally different. The writers who are producing the original work with insightful, with emotion, with the more intuition of creativity, with the urge is creation. But the artificial intelligence or the text that has been produced through artificial intelligence never carry the human touch. It is never polished. It is never such stylistic. Rather, it's a copy, and that copy is a insipid text. The writer like the great Astrovilian Stella first poem by Sydney, where the writer is trying his havoc to compose a kind of poem, but he is unable to do so. The pain, the exertion, the flight of that writer when he is in the process of creation is missing in the artificial intelligence. It just merely copy of the others. And when, of course, the writing a story or writing a novel or writing a kind of any of the texts that are needed by this programmed text, you can have a kind of a gateway into the idea formations, the catalogs of your words that are needed to be organized, but they are never to be replaced by original writer. Yes, it is true that they are capable of producing large amount of texts, but I don't think that the creativity and the emotional depth of the original writer can ever be replaced by AI generated text, because human creative writers are capable of bridging or attaching the emotions with the readers, but AI never read the emotions. That is the basic fault. But when you are taking the logical thinking, the logics or the AI generated logical text can be a sharp idea for the readers, for the creative writers to produce such kind of text in his creation. But it cannot be a vivid picture that a writer or that a reader can compose in his mind. A system might be able to generate a poem or a prose or a story, but the emotional depth or the imagery of the writer, the human faculty, should be missing there. And that missing point, if someone, suppose a writer is composing a part of the poem from the AI, or he is getting the storyline from the AI, and then the creative writer attaches the various developmental skills, characteristics in it, human touches in there, then it should be a great creation, or it should have been a great creation by that process. But AI single-handedly cannot produce the great artistry or great critical writing in that perspective. But when it comes to the academic writing, I can say from the academic writing, which is more scientific, which is more catalogued, or which is more a kind of a formal language presentation, then somehow this kind of AI can have a systematic presentations or a kind of a journalistic overview of the perspective and the human touches where it is not needed such urgently. AI generated text can have a great production in there. Little bit of citation, little bit of proper authentic citation is needed, and it can be reproduced. But when it comes to the product descriptions, a AI generated text can be a great description of the products, but when the informative and compelling information that is to the customer very much attractive, the system generated text may produce the quick productions, or even such description is might be accurate or so, but appealing language, you mean the appealing language with human touch, with likes, dislikes, and all that human qualities will be missing in that descriptions. Now again, it is important to note that AI generated openai ChatGPT system, for example, is doing better and better as they are getting updates. But how far it can go? It will be human-like? I doubt, because human imagination and the human process of thinking cannot be totally replaced by this AI. So, in our discussion, we have got the points that AI or the AI generated text, OpenAI, ChatGPT, or the kind of text that are circulating throughout the internet. Even when I have prepared this lecture, I have questioned a little bit to the ChatGPT, and I have get the instruction from it. But in that writing, in that perspective, the very human touch, the spoken words are only spoken by the machine, but I have added plenty of human touch in that lines, in that thought content. Then it becomes so attractive, it becomes a presentable one to you. So it's your decision whether to take it or how to take it, and how to implement that kind of revolution, human words, human voices, human languages can ever be replaced by this AI or not. This kind of thought, this kind of decision, this kind of discussion might continue, but the ultimate decision is obviously pending for the future days, when the future decision should become from your end. But one thing that I like to share in this perspective, that AI generated text are being copied from others. Suppose 5 writers has written on any subject, particular subject. Now AI has copied those texts into his, and assimilating those ideas, he has produced a single text out of it. Now no citation is there, no citation is made there, no credit is being given to that human author. So when an AI will be trained, even though it is a vast amount, I think the original producer or the original writer must have to be credited, otherwise it should be a copyright infringement. What do you say so? I think so many law cases are pending on. We will have to face such lawsuits in future courts. The decisions are pending at the honorable courts, and their decision will be binding one. So this is the short lecture that I have given on this topic. If there is any suggestion, if there is any voices regarding this topic, you may comment here. I will make further discussion on it or try my best to reply those queries. Like, share, comment, and obviously subscribe to my channel. Bye bye. Thank you.